The horrors of World War II and the Holocaust intensified calls for a Jewish state. The UN partition plan of 1947 sought to divide Palestine into Jewish and Arab states, igniting a dispute that lingers to this day.
Welcome to a new video of a historical journey. Today, we present to you
Welcome to a historical journey. Today, we will shed light on the labyrinth of the complex history between Israel and Palestine. The land known today as Israel and Palestine has a layered history embedded with diverse cultures, religions, and politics. Its past is a web tangled with conflict and harmony, filled with stories of people who have called this place home. It begins from the time of ancient civilizations. The Canaanites, Israelites, Philistines, and others, all leaving their imprints on this land, contributing to its rich cultural tapestry. Then came the Roman Empire, transforming the region's identity, marking a significant shift in the socio-political dynamics. The destruction of the Jewish temple in Jerusalem changed the equation forever. The Byzantine era followed, leaving behind a legacy of art, architecture, and academia. But more importantly, it marked the rise of Christianity in the region, further adding to the religious diversity. The Islamic conquests in the 7th century introduced yet another dimension. The region, now under Muslim rule, continued to be a melting pot of cultures and faiths. Fast forward to the Ottoman rule in the 16th century. The empire's administrative and political structures brought a new sense of order, albeit marred by periodic conflicts. The end of World War I saw the downfall of the Ottoman Empire. The British mandate over Palestine, decided by the League of Nations, set the stage for a new chapter. This period witnessed the rise of Zionist movements advocating for a Jewish homeland. The Balfour Declaration, promising a national home for the Jewish people, heightened tensions between Jewish immigrants and Arab Palestinians. The horrors of World War II and the Holocaust intensified calls for a Jewish state. The UN partition plan of 1947 sought to divide Palestine into Jewish and Arab states, igniting a dispute that lingers to this day. The 1948 war led to the establishment of Israel, causing a mass exodus of Palestinians. This period, known as Nakba, signifies catastrophe in Palestinian history. The 1967 Six-Day War witnessed Israel's territorial expansion, capturing the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. This sparked international debates and further tensions between Israel and Palestine. The 1987 Intifada marked Palestinian protests against Israeli occupation. It demonstrated their longing for self-determination and revealed the complexities of the Israel-Palestine issue. The Oslo Accords of the 1990s promised hope, aiming to establish a Palestinian state alongside Israel. But the road to peace remained elusive, riddled with mistrust and violence. The 2000s witnessed an escalation in conflict, with rising instances of violence and retaliation. The issue remained a touchpoint in international diplomacy amid calls for a two-state solution. The construction of the Israeli West Bank barrier and the blockade of the Gaza Strip are some recent points of contention. These actions have further deepened the rift between the two communities. Today, the Israel-Palestine conflict is a complex issue intertwined with questions of national identity, religious beliefs, and political rights. It remains a challenging puzzle for policymakers worldwide. Understanding this labyrinth requires looking beyond the headlines. It demands an appreciation of the rich history, the diverse cultures, and the human stories that constitute the Israel-Palestine narrative. In the end, the region is more than just a geopolitical flashpoint. It's a land that has nurtured civilizations, witnessed the rise and fall of empires, and been home to people of diverse faiths and cultures. Current tensions have escalated since October 7, 2023, when the Palestinian Islamist movement Hamas launched a surprise offensive against Israel with dozens of rockets, prompting an Israeli military response that has besieged the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip. According to the latest figures, the conflict has resulted in over 2,000 deaths and thousands of injuries, mostly among Palestinian civilians, along with a severe humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where water, electricity, food, and medicine are in short supply. The prospects for a solution are highly uncertain, as neither side seems willing to concede their claims. Israel demands an end to Hamas attacks and recognition of its right to exist as a Jewish state, while Palestine calls for an end to Israeli occupation of the West Bank and East Jerusalem, the lifting of the blockade on Gaza, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees. The international community, especially the UN Security Council, has made several calls for a ceasefire and the resumption of dialogue, but without success. Some Arab and Muslim countries, such as Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, and Turkey, have attempted to mediate between the parties, but have also failed to achieve significant progress. The global impact of the conflict is very real and extremely dangerous, as it could destabilize the entire Middle East region and trigger an escalation of violence among other involved actors, such as Iran, Syria, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, and the United States. Additionally, the conflict has political, economic, social, and cultural repercussions worldwide, giving rise to solidarity movements, protests, boycotts, sanctions, terrorist attacks, and interreligious tensions related to the Palestinian cause or the defense of Israel. The conflict also affects human rights, development, security, and global peace, highlighting the urgent need for a just solution that ensures respect for international law and UN resolutions. Remember, history is not simply about the past. It's about understanding the present and shaping the future. Let's learn together and work towards a world where peace is more than just a distant dream. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with those you think might appreciate it. See you in the next video of A Historical Journey.